so many things happening in this situation involving so many players. What's your reaction?
Yeah. Do I think that Daniel Suarez should be punished by NASCAR? Yes. Yeah, we get it sometimes that you get upset and you want to bump a driver and let them know, you know, you kind of tick me off. But when you do it on pit road, that's a no-no. When you put people who's standing on pit road in danger because you're frustrated at another driver, that's a major no-no. You are a professional stock car driver. You ought to know better than that in the beginning. If you want to take your frustration out on the driver inside that car, do it on the racing surface, not on pit road. Or if you want, you can't get them on the racetrack, get out and say something to them. Don't bump their car, especially when there's people standing on pit road. That's my opinion. Yeah, NASCAR should fine him, or at least make him sit out for a week to show him that he cannot do that.
You know, it's the classic case of you need to go watch the video before you do your post-race interview, because without a doubt, when Daniel Suarez goes back and sees exactly how this played out, what Alex Bowman said is exactly what happened. He was going to be in a good position on the corner, but Ross Chastain got into the back of him. What Bowman didn't know is that Chase Briscoe got into the back of Ross Chastain, and that's what ended Suarez's day and what he's so frustrated about. So, you know, I mean, sometimes you're in the right place, sometimes you're in the wrong place. Suarez was just in the wrong place on this restart, and there's really nothing that he could have done differently.
No, and I mean, I know he's frustrated because remember how he started the season, 4 consecutive top 10s, and now 3 finishes outside the top 20. And he had a good race car yesterday. He was better than that one car right there. But regardless, no matter what happens, no matter how frustrated you are, you can't let your emotions run away when you get on the pit road in post-race. We saw it a couple of times last year, and I just don't think NASCAR is going to have
there's just zero tolerance for this. I've paid the fine for it. I spun out Matt Kenseth years ago at Bristol on pit road. It's an automatic fine, and in today's world, it's probably going to be points as well. What makes this worse for Daniel Suarez is that it's his teammate. And you race your everybody wants to be friends with their teammate, and you all want to do the right thing, but you typically end up racing them harder than you do other guys. And then the worst situation here is that it's worked out for Chastain. He got a top 5, and Suarez didn't. And so just horrible situation all around for Daniel.
Yeah, I realize he didn't spin Bowman out, but still, you saw that NASCAR official standing right there. You've got a pit road that's full of crew members, full of NASCAR officials, full of broadcasters. You just can't be doing that whatsoever. But I will say this, when I see that little dissension between Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez, I've said for the last year plus, there's not an organization in the garage area that does a better job of the concept of one team fielding 2 cars, whether it's Justin Marks, whether it's Ty Norris, whoever. They need to sit those guys down and go, look, we have to remember what got us where we're at. We cannot have skins and shirts. We cannot have a line that's divided. But I'm like Jamie. I think once Daniels go back and look at that restart, he's going to view it very differently.
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that it doesn't look like they're going very fast in that video. But when we have seen crew members, pit crew guys get hit by cars coming in the stall, that car's not going very fast, but it launches crew guys off. And so that's why there's no tolerance for this, because you just don't know what's going to happen in that guy standing in a vulnerable place.
I bet all the guys that Daniel was passing on the cool down lap wondered, did Daniel not realize the race is over?
They sped up to see where he was going. They wanted to be a part of that as well.
You're Ross. And hey, I got another top 5. Here it comes. I'm driving on a pit.
Wham!
Well, that's my teammate. What's going on here?
I don't know if you guys saw what Ryan Preece put on Twitter post-race. I thought it was kind of funny, and I'm sure he did it out of complete frustration. But he simply said, what a bunch of hacks. And I know he's referring, you know, to all those restarts.
Didn't Bowman make a T-shirt with that on it one time?
Yeah, exactly.
He just was a hack.
Yeah. There you go, Ryan. Be an entrepreneur. Make some T-shirts and make some money. But you look at that, and the one word that did come to mind for me late in this race is respect. Did we lose some of that in the closing laps with all those cautions?
Yeah, but I think the one thing we have to keep in mind, and I think all drivers would agree with me on this, is that there are certain tracks that kind of open us up to being more aggressive on a restart. I think about the Indy Road road course, how wide that track is and how it funnels down. And that aerial shot that they showed from Austin this weekend, the racetrack actually widens out as you get to the racetrack. It's a first gear corner. It's really slow, and it just entices everybody to want to make those more aggressive moves. So I think the racetrack is to blame for this as much as the drivers.
Yeah, I talked again to Tyler Reddick this morning, and I just asked him, I said, I know it was all, for the most part, happening behind you, but why are y'all being so aggressive on these restarts? He said, Larry, the car allows us to do it. This car is so durable. He said, if we tried to do this with the car we raced back in 2021, we'd have knocked the radiator out. We'd have had every fender, every quarter panel rubbing all 4 tires. We know in our mind, we can do it with this car and get by with it.
But Jamie, you said it to me many times. I mean, cautions breed cautions.
Always, Adam. That's saying in NASCAR.
NASCAR Cup Series 2023 playoffs. After race 6 of 26 in the regular season 1, number 20 for William Byron 2 wins. 2, number 20 to Joey Logano 1 win 3, number 45 Tyler Reddick 1 win 4, number 8 Kyle Busch 1 win. 5, number 45 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 1 win. These 5 drivers are locked into the playoffs virtual of a win. Here's the rest.
Number 6, number 1 Ross Chastain plus 85, number 7 Kevin Harvick plus 60, number 8, number 20 Christopher Bell plus 58, number 9, number 12 Ryan Blaney plus 51, number 10, number 2 Austin Cindric plus 40, there's your top 10, number 11, number 19 Martin Truex Jr. plus 39, number 12, number 6 Brad Keselowski plus 36, number 13, number 11 Denny Hamlin plus 35, number 14. Number 17 Chris Buescher plus 31, number 15. Number 99 Daniel Suarez. We will have to wait on NASCAR decisions on punishment, rather he stays in the top 16. In the playoffs after tomorrow, number 16. Number 7 Corey LaJoie plus 13, there's your top 16 and the playoffs.
Here's some music as you read from 17th all the way down to 32nd. And Chase Elliott is an orange due to medical waiver.
Hey y'all, it's racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys! Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow, keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the top, can't take no more. Big hair, set the flag, came down the hair to the last lap around. Worked all